Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to that podcast here on YouTube. X-Men the movie prequel Wolverine. Now this would have been like a prestige format book back in the 80s and into the 90s before this happened. But this thing was $5.95. I got this for $2, something like that. Antique Mall in town. But I want to get into X-Men a little bit here. The weird thing is I've read this, and from my memory of the films, and I've seen all but I don't think I saw the very last actual X-Men film. That was what, Apocalypse, maybe? I don't know if I've seen Dark Phoenix, to be honest. But I've seen all the Wolverine films, all that shit. So I don't see anything in this that contradicts that, because this came out probably right after the first film came out. But I've not seen any of those X-Men films or the Wolverine films in years and years now. But, on the other hand, I started reading X-Men with, was it Uncanny by 129? First Prince Kitty Pryde is the first issue I read. I happened to find it like at a newsstand somewhere where we were traveling on vacation. And one of the comics they bought me, I'm like, holy shit, I fell in love with the comic. Managed to go all the way back to 100. Could not get anything before 100 because back then, issues before 100 were $10 a pop. And I'm like, I can't pay that. $10. My allowance for a week's like $3. Yeah. But I grabbed this to check it out, and actually it's not bad. But I read X-Men from there, let's just say about 100 roughly, because by the time I bought 129, I had a subscription. The first issue subscription was 193, but between 129 and 193, by about 135, I was not missing it. I was getting it every month, getting the annuals, getting everything that was coming out. And that ended around, okay, once they started doing all the Splinter series, I'd read them for a little bit and drop them. But the actual Uncanny run, I had all the way up to 300. My subscription just ended at 300. I know it went from 193 to 300. It was like 193 through like Inferno, and I dropped it and I was picking up at like the comic shop by then. And then I did another mail order subscription. Let's get through the book here, though. Decent Hugh Jackman cover there. Wolverine just. All right, we got J. Faber is the writer. No idea who that is. Carl Waller is the penciler. Okay, no idea. Mark McKenna is the anchor. Okay. This is 2000. Chris Eliopoulos. Okay, you get to the letter and I know who somebody is. Atomic Paintbrush color art. Mike Raich, assistant editor. Mike Marks, editor. Bob Harris, editor-in-chief. An ad over here for the Hulk. Yeah, what, Universal? Probably. Yeah, Universal. It's decent art. It starts, this is up in British Columbia. Kamloops. And Wolverine's trying to figure out, he doesn't know his past. He remembers up to a few months ago. We get some of the X-Men appearing. Kind of movie version, the suits are the movie versions. Mystique, of course, is the movie version. There's Magneto, there's Sabretooth. And Wolverine's got this picture he's trying to figure out. Meets up with this Asian woman who turns out to be Chinese. And she's got memory loss, so he's trying to help her. And that's the whole thing. He's trying to help her get her memory back. And the art is nothing amazing at all, as you can see. It's just decent comic art. I like the paper this is on, but I'm glad I didn't pay no $5. I would have pissed if I paid $5. Even paying I think I might have paid $2 for this. I'm like, oh man, this is a $1 comic. And this is somewhere around here is where she learns. Yeah, she learns he's immune because he gets shot. And so she sees him healing up and it don't freak her out. Silver Samurai gets called in. And what it is you find out she's an ex-cop, or a cop who lost her memory. Wolverine's in jail and just snacks. And it's run-of-the-mill, okay, cool. I see why it didn't sell, because the art's nothing stand out. The story's just kind of, really, if you didn't know, okay, this was marketed in my eyes more than likely to people who went and saw the X-Men and were like, oh shit, the X-Men are cool. I remember watching the cartoon as a kid. I want to read the comic. This was kind of, jumping on points. The prequel to the movie. Oh, got the figures and shit. Okay. But what would, if I was a new fan, would hold me up? First thing, I'd be pissed after I paid $5.95 plus tax for a 40-page. 40. Maybe 45 page comic, 48. I don't know what the 36, 48 would probably be the next one. Page comics. I'm paying $6 and change plus tax. No. Secondly, there's a lot of stuff in here that probably will not make a lot of sense if you don't know things about the X-Men. Thirdly, the art is not that great. I'm used to, it's a monthly comic. Sometimes you ain't got the best art or something, but I know about the characters. If I'm coming in this blind, that art, I'm just like, that's kind of muddy looking. Ugh. That's probably why my local News Report had this. It had another one that's kind of like, I guess, a comic book version of the movie, the first film, plus something else. And they had a Magneto one, which I've not read. I haven't read either the X-Men or the Magneto one. I just read this Wolverine one. But not bad. I mean, for $1, I grab it if you like Wolverine, like the movies. My feelings about the movies, I like them, but I don't like them enough to ever bother really rewatching them anytime in the last... Okay, sometime in like 214, 215, 216. I think it's the one where Wolverine travels back in time. That's the last one I definitely know on Sox. I wouldn't see that in theaters. The person I went with, the first time they'd ever seen a 3D movie. I'm like, oh wow, really? You're that much younger than me. All right, I'm out, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that, man. If you did, give me that thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye bye.